Look, I've made millions of dollars all online. And today I'm going to show you exactly how you can start a business from scratch in just 24 hours. And this is exactly what I would do if I had to start over. And I'm even going to give myself some limitations: no money, no tech skills. I can't use any of my past connections. And I also want this business to be monthly recurring, because then it is much easier to grow. And by the end of this video, you'll see how anyone can set this up, even my grandma. So stick with me here. Now look, this isn't Amazon FBA or drop shipping or real estate or anything where you need to put down a bunch of money up front, which can always be risky. I want you to think about Netflix. How do you pay for this video subscription service? Well, you have your credit card on file. And do you ever complain to Netflix that, hey, it doesn't have your favorite movie? Chances are no. Netflix provides a service. You know that you're paying a dollar amount, $9 or $10 every single month, to access what they currently have. And they don't have to reach out to you personally and ask you for your feedback and give you custom movies. No, they have a software subscription that you subscribe to, and you are now using it as little or as often as you want, but they don't have to put in more work to keep you as a client, which makes this insanely scalable, because if they have 1,000 customers or 1,000,000 customers, the service is essentially the same. Now, of course, there's like server costs and all that, and so they can increase their prices based on that. But overall, the core product is the same. And you might be thinking that's great and all, but I'm not some coder, I'm not a developer, I don't have all these tech skills, I can't build my own software. And also, how do you even know what kind of software to build? And that's exactly where I want to introduce you into white labeling AI SaaS. So what we can do is take a software that is already proven to work, that already has a bunch of clients, and just white label it. You put your logo on it, so you pay one monthly fee every single month, and you can have unlimited clients. And ideally, right after you get that first client, it should pay off your subscription. So everything after that is pure profit. Whether you have 100 clients or 500 clients, you are now profiting off of that. And because these people are paying you to access your software, there's no real delivery. You really only have to set it up one time, and then they're paying you every single month, recurring, just to use the system. So let me show you how to get this set up in less than a day and get started with $0. Now, before we dive into this software itself and what problems that it solves, we need to find a certain niche, a demographic that we can work with. So we're going to work in business to business. Netflix is business to consumer, but businesses pay a lot of money to different vendors. You can actually charge way more than just consumers. So I like working with local business owners, and specifically home services, people like roofers, people like plumbing, and so forth. I went into ChatGPT and I said, what are some of the top local business industries or niches that have a high call volume of leads, but also have high ticket prices? These are the results that I got. And then I ended up just going with the very first one, home remodeling and renovation. And then I asked, what problems do they have? And I got all these. And after seeing all those results, I kind of just boiled it down right here, and I listed them out. So here's what they need. They need leads, appointments, websites, content on social media, email, newsletter, reviews, and then there's 2 bonus programs we have, which is referral and local partnerships. But overall, after I learned about the services and I learned who we're working with, I then went into Canva and I made a logo. So really, if you just go up here and you just type in business logo, you can use any one of these. It's completely free. And then I thought of a name, so we called it More Estimates right here. And as you can see, I chose this light studio logo, and then I just simply was done. And then after I chose the logo, I went to gofreetrial.com, and then I opened up a new account and I put that same logo. I actually kind of tweaked the logo a little bit because I liked how it looked better with the backgrounds and the colors and all that, but you can fully customize this right here. So any colors that you see right here on the left-hand side, or this color, you can fully change so it fits you, so it fits your business, your branding, whatever it is that you want. Now, the next thing that you want to do is integrate a payment getaways. This is how your clients are going to be paying you. So you can click this right here and just create a account on any one of these: PayPal, Stripe, and now you can collect recurring payments all inside of here. You just click right here, new invoice or new recurring invoice. So if someone wants to use this software completely white labeled, then don't worry, I'm going to show you exactly what it does here in just a second. You do that right here and you can set the price to $300 a month, $500 a month, and now they can continuously keep paying you and the money will get deposited. Boom. Now you have an entire software company that's completely white labeled. Your logo is at the top. You can change the domain, like the website that it's on, to be anything that you'd like. So who are we going to work with? Now let's choose kind of a random niche right here. I just typed in chimney sweep Las Vegas. So this is like chimney cleaning. There is money all around you. If you're driving anywhere, there are people that are providing services everywhere, whether it is roofing or landscaping or cutting people's grass. There's plumbers, there's nail salon, massage therapists, and this can work for all kinds of local business owners. But here's the thing. All of these business owners are far too busy to be able to manage all of their social media accounts, like I mentioned right here. So we can help them with content. We can use AI to generate an email newsletter. We can help them with an AI website, or we can just help them get more appointments by integrating this AI software. They don't have time to learn about all this or to sign up for this software themselves, which, by the way, it would be the same price as if they just paid you, except now when they pay you, they have your support. They have your help. And one of the key features that I like to provide is called missed call text back. And what that means is if your chimney needs to be repaired, let's say it's about to freaking fall, or it's so dirty you want to get it cleaned as soon as humanly possible, what do? You're going to call this first business owner. If he doesn't pick up, that person is going to call the second or even the third business owner. So with missed call text back, all we're going to do is automatically text anyone that they have as a missed call. So for example, if I called this first business, Santa's Little Helper, and they don't pick up, I may leave a voicemail or I may not leave a voicemail. Whichever one I do, I will get a text in my phone that says, hey, sorry, we're busy with other customers right now. How can we help? And so now if I really need my chimney serviced, I'm going to sit there and I'm going to respond over text. And so now that's going to send to that business owner, and now they have a chance to actually close that project. And then I can respond to that message and say, yeah, I just need to get my chimney cleaned. Is that something you do? Do you have availability? And now we can program the AI to have full-on conversations based on their business. And it's actually very easy to do. All you would do inside of your software is go inside settings right here. You can hit conversation AI, and then under bot settings, you just choose autopilot. You check off these different settings right here: SMS, chat widget, live chat. And then if you're outside the US, you can also use WhatsApp. We only have US clients, so we don't have that activated. Then you go under bot training and you just put in that business's website inside of here. And all that does is it trains the AI bot. So it scans all the About Us pages, all the service pages, the contact pages, and it trains the entire bot. And then you can test it right here. Test your bot. So we can type in, what are your services? And then the bot will respond, and not just respond with any generic response, but it will have a sales conversation. So every message is going to end with something along the lines of want to schedule a free inspection. Now, again, this website that I used as a sample, they do roof repairs, roof installations, and so forth. Then you can go under bot goals and then give it a personality, an intent, as well as additional information right here. And then just check off appointment booking, and you can link up their calendar right here, and then check off pause bot after booking.
If you want everything imported into your account and just copy and paste everything that we've built with a click, you can now do that. It's working like crazy, not just for me, but we've proven that this works for people with all kinds of experience levels and backgrounds. In fact, Go High Level themselves rated us the #1 course because of the results that we get for people and the support that we give. I'm going to show you A to Z how to get clients, deliver results, grow your business, and then even hire employees to run it all for you. I'll even talk to you on Zoom and answer questions to make sure that you succeed. If you want all this for free, go to laptopceo.com or check the link in the description.
Now you might be thinking that's great, but how do we integrate it with that person's business? So you would do that all right here. Inside that client's account, All you have to do is hit Launchpad and then just integrate their Google page right here. And when they hit connect, what that connects with is these businesses. And so now if the phone call goes to voicemail, we can automatically send them text, as well as social media. So if you want to post on social media, if you want to create email newsletters and all that stuff, you can do that to all their leads and to all their social media platforms. And if you want to connect to Instagram, you can also do that here as well. So here we have a service that's not just helping the business, meaning it's not just making it easy for them to post content on all social media, but we're actually having real sales conversations with potential prospects. So this is a software that they're going to pay monthly for. And although you don't have to be involved, you have an AI conversation bot that's doing your heavy lifting for you. So it's saving them time, it's booking them more appointments, and it's helping them get more sales without you having to do anything and without the client having to sit on their phones 24/7 and try to respond to every message and every single phone call that comes in. And so I know you're wondering, okay, cool, great service. How do we actually get clients? What do I even say? So when I initially built this business, it was just a YouTube series that I wanted to publish just to show people that it was easy, but it worked so well that I actually turned this into its own standalone agency. And then I even hired employees to run the whole business for me. And it all started right here on YouTube. And just to give you some proof, this is the Stripe account that we have for this business. And as you can see, we just crossed $12,000 per month today. We made over $800. And then a few days ago, 2 days ago, we made over $3,500 by offering these services. Now, when I first started to reach out to clients, I had a bunch of different theories. I was asking ChatGPT like, hey, this is what we can offer. This is the software. How do you recommend I craft a message? What do we say to business owners? And it gave me absolute garbage responses. So I just had to make my own. And instead of like sending 100 different emails to people and just waiting for someone to respond or sending cold DMs, the fastest way to get results is just by talking to people. So I actually started cold calling and I started speaking to people live. So I just got a list of businesses, just how you see right here on Google. You can click more businesses. And I just went down the list and freaking called people. Their phone numbers are public. And I had to change around this message a couple times, but then I landed on this one. Cool. I looked at your website, used it to build you an AI employee. I can book you 4 to 5 estimates in the next few days, completely free. So estimates are essentially just appointments. It's how that industry calls them. And then I said, is that something you would even want though? And I called for about an hour and a half and I booked 7 freaking appointments of people that were interested. And then I got my first client. So I know that this works. Now, you don't have to go in and cold call. I think it's one of the best ways to get clients if you just call. But if you don't want to do that, I already have proven the message, and this is the best one. AI employee. Hey, I built you an AI employee that can book 3 to 5 new appointments in the next few days. Do you want to test it? Is that something you would even want? So whether you want to call or text people or send messages on social media and DMs or do stuff on LinkedIn, this message works. AI is a hot new topic. And when you phrase it like, hey, I already built it for you, people are way more likely to actually respond. Now, of course, I haven't built anything, but I just know it takes 3 minutes to set up. So I know if someone is interested, I can get it set up for them very, very quickly before the phone call, give them a free trial. If you don't have any case studies, any results, just install this AI conversation bot for them. Let them try it for 4, 5, 6 days, and it will do the selling for you. So making sales is extremely easy when you can provide good services and good results before they send you any money. Now, there's also a few tools that I used during this process. If you don't want to go down the Google Maps listing like this, you can use tryinstantdata.com. And this is just a free Chrome extension. And all that it does is it just takes all these businesses and it puts them nicely organized line by line. So you can just call one person after another, or you can take that spreadsheet and then import it into like an email tool or into a social media tool or something like that. Then we have the paid tool. So tryoutscraper.com. This is probably one of the better ones that I've seen. And what this does is it just gives you all their social media links, and you just press one button and it gives you all the business owners in one location. So I recommend that you have 2 different price points here. One is going to be $300 a month. One will be $500 per month. If you are doing anything that is AI related, charge $500, because again, we're literally saving them a full-time employee. They would have to hire someone and pay him thousands and thousands of dollars to respond to messages, to call their leads, and to overall help them get more sales. So this is an extremely valuable service. If you're just doing something like missed call text back or just, social media, scheduling and posting, then you can charge $300 per month and that should be no problem. But let's just assume you're going to work on the low end. If you got 20 clients at $300, you are at $6,000 a month. And the reason I chose this is because I consider $6,000 a month to be a pretty decent full-time income, no matter where you live. Of course, if you live in Brazil or you live in Thailand, this is a very, very, very good amount of money. However, if you live in the US, you'll probably need $6,000 or more. Now, you might be thinking, okay, great, but 20 clients is kind of hard. Well, again, when I called for an hour and a half, I got 7 meetings. And if you're sending 100 emails per day, even if 1% are interested or 2%, in about a week, you got a bunch of people interested. And so even though you might not get 1 new client per day, you can get 1 new client a week, a couple new clients a week. And even if it takes you 6 months, hell, even if it takes you 7 months, 8 months, 9 months, would it be worth it for you to build a business that brings in monthly recurring cash flow? Because as soon as you get 34 clients, you just cost $10,000 per month in this business. And it's not like drop shipping where you constantly have to sell new products. You have to sell new experiences and services. No, you already set this up. And so the clients keep on paying every single month. Now, of course, there's much more that goes into this process. And if you want to see this entire series that I filmed and you want to watch me get clients live, you can check that out here next.